Album and Beer Club.
Hello and welcome to Album and Beer Club.
Yes, and today we are talking about Beck's fourth album, Odelay.
Which was a surprise because we thought it was his second album, didn't we?
Yeah.
I thought Mellow Gold was his first album in '94.
Yeah.
But he'd had a couple before this. But although they were independent sort of releases, though, weren't they? So
Yeah, and you could say that this is his first sort of major breakthrough, although he had Loser really propelled him into the limelight. You know, that's still an amazing song. Love that.
Yeah, well, I still really enjoy listening to it now.
I know. I put it on in the pub the other. You won't remember it. I put it on in the pub the other night, and Dan was ready to go home, and he loves singing along to that, don't you?
Yeah, for some reason you know all the words.
That woke you up, and you had a second wind. You're like, I'm staying.
Back in the pub.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, so this is the fourth album, Odelay.
Yeah.
And the record company a little bit worried about this one when they heard it because they didn't think it was going to be, that sort of commercial. But
no,
they released the first single off of it, which was, what was it called again?
Is it Where It's At?
Where It's At, and obviously that was a big hit as well, wasn't it? So yeah. So obviously then they released the album because they did ask Beck to scrap it because they thought it was.
Record labels can be a bit like that, can't they? But
after Loser, they thought he was kind of a one-hit wonder, so they didn't really know what to do with him or whatever. So I guess when they heard this, they were kind of thought, well, are we going to invest in this or what? So releasing that single was testing the water to see whether he had longevity or whether Loser was just a flash in a pan. But surprisingly, it was a big hit, and I really liked that song actually.
Yeah, and I think
turntables and a microphone.
That's my favourite one on there, and then it gets to the robot bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, listening to Loser, it basically sounds like you've got 12, 14 or however, I don't know how many songs are on this album actually, but it sounds like you've got loads of variations of Loser. Yeah. That was pretty much like the blueprint for all these songs. I mean, this album is absolutely rammed. It's like, it should have been called Kitchen Sink or something. It's got...
Schizophrenic.
It's got everything in it.
Yeah, they chucked everything at this, you're right.
Yeah, especially when you really listen to it as well. I mean...
Through good speakers, like you've got that big setup. I mean, you can hear things you can't hear on the sort of CD releases and stuff, which you play through a crappy little stereo.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they've put into it. Like you say, they've thrown everything at it, including the kitchen sink, haven't they?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they did play the kitchen sink.
It wouldn't surprise me,
If we played anything, he could get his hands on it. Sounds like it, but weirdly enough, it works though. I don't think it sounds too. Some bits do, obviously. Some bits are a bit unnecessary. Yeah. But overall, really good.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? So, should we go through the track list and then we do the singles or something?
Yeah, if you want to do the track listing first today.
Well, Lord Only Knows.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was the first one. I'm going to cover it just to double check because I might have written it down wrong.
Devil's Haircut.
Yeah, it is. I've written it down wrong.
Devil's Haircut was another single though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we can say about that anyway. So Devil's Haircut, single off the album. And that was, I've written it down because...
Was that their second single?
Yeah, it was his second single, got to number 14 in the UK, and that kicks off the album.
I remember that, hearing that all the time when it came out.
That's a great one.
Yeah, excellent.
Have you seen the video to it?
I probably have, but I can't recall it at the moment, but I remember seeing lots of his videos. They were all quite art housey, kind of weird shit going on.
Basically, they fit in well with the album because that's exactly what that's like. Yeah, so Devil's Haircut's first, great song. Hot Wax is...
Oh, I like that one as well.
Is second. Yeah, we were listening to that again just a minute ago, and that has got so much in it.
It has, and I was saying he really loves using a distorted harmonica on this album. Yeah. Which people might think it's just feedback, but if you listen to it, it's a harmonica through like a distorted microphone. But yeah, I think it sounds great. I love that noise. Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Lord Only Knows, I can't quite remember that because that's the one you mentioned a minute ago.
Oh yeah, that was the one that was... I didn't bother writing anything down for that actually because it's just all right. It's
Yeah, there's a
it's
few
not
like
bad,
that on here,
but
isn't there?
it's not a lot happens in it really.
Yeah, the new Pollution's the 4th track, which must have been another single, surely.
Yeah, because that's really strong.
Yeah.
But it wasn't released in the UK.
Wasn't it?
No, the singles in the UK were.
Oh, I really thought that was a single. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's one that you would just expect on his greatest hits or something, isn't it?
Yeah, he had 4 singles in the UK. Devil's Haircut, Where It's At, Sissy Neck, and Jackass.
Yeah, and I think he had 6 in America, didn't he?
Yeah, New Pollution must have been
He had
one.
quite a few in America, I remember
Because that's really good. I mean, why they released Jackass or Jackass, I don't know, because that's not a single. I mean, it's an album track at best, really.
Well, I think it's because he came from a bluegrass sort of acoustic folk scene when he
Yeah.
first started. That he likes to still put songs like that on the album, doesn't he? He still sort of has that in his heart, the acoustic folk stuff. So I guess he would like to release that as a single.
Quite a lot of...
just to sort of say I still do this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Rather than all the breakbeat sampling that he's doing on here.
Yeah, because quite a lot of his later albums, he separates it more. He'll either, like, I think Sea Change is like an acoustic one, then Colours is more dancey. He sort of, it's more structured. This is just like
Everything.
bang, like you said,
Yeah, it's got all kinds going on in
this.
And it's on Derelict after that.
Yeah, I'm not keen on that. For me, there's probably about 3 tracks on here that are alright, but I'm not too keen on them. And this is one of them.
Yeah. What about Novocaine? I can only think of the bloody Eels.
And funny enough, he sounds like bloke from the Hills a little bit, or the other way round.
Yeah.
Novocaine.
Stormy. Sorry, that's Stormy.
Yeah, my dog's whining.
Whining at the window.
Out. Pain in the ass. You probably hear her squeaking.
Sounds like a Beck song, like
yeah.
sampling.
He probably would sample it, put it in there. Novocaine. It's quite heavy song with good guitar.
Yeah.
And then I'll put down something about the ending because it's the ending seems like it sort of tails off a little bit, really. Sort of goes into loads of different bits, and he's like, doesn't know how to end. I'll just try this, I'll put this in here. And
I know, it seems like once the sort of song is finished, in a way that they think, well, let's just fuck around with some instruments and whack a bit, and it's just not really necessary, is it?
No, I mean, I like that, but apart from maybe the ending, but I'm sure if I was in his situation, I'd want to do something interesting as well, rather than just finish it.
Well, they kind of let him have free rein, really, because they thought, like I said, he was going to be a one-hit wonder with Loser. They didn't expect him to do much more, but he had, all of a sudden had a bit of money in the studio, where Loser only cost $300 to make, and they recorded it within like a couple of hours, and it became a massive hit. So why not just take advantage of the studio time and all paid for, and you're on a big label? I mean, do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's great. Well, and then that's the end of. So that's 7 songs on side 1.
Yeah, Jackass. Yeah.
The album kicks off with Devil's Haircut, as we said. So that's a great start. And to be honest, having Jackass last on the sides, okay. Yeah. Because I mean, it ends
well.
It's messy, so that's fine. Side 2 kicks off with Where It's At. Which is
brilliant.
I mean, I love it when bands, solo artists do albums to fit
the
vinyl or any format rather than just putting all the songs on there. So, I mean, kicking off, because you wouldn't ordinarily put Where It's At number 8. That is right, but...
First song, side 2, bang, you're back in with a massive song. So, that's, like you say, it's nice that they work it out.
My favourite Where It's At, I think.
Yeah, that is really good. And I should say as well, when the producers of this album with Beck was the Dust Brothers, who worked with the Beastie Boys, so that's why it's quite sample heavy and breakbeat heavy.
Yeah, loads of breakbeats.
Yeah, and I love that though. Where It's At, it sounds brilliant. 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
Still sounds brilliant now. The album sounds really fresh still.
It does. It really does. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Especially for when it was sort of made in the mid-90s, you didn't have a lot of the stuff we got now, like
No.
GarageBand and things you can do at home, and sampling things is so easy, and manipulating stuff so easy. Back then it wasn't, you know what I mean?
No.
You didn't have the technology now, and it still sounds brilliant.
And I think the difference is we done an episode on Prodigy, and the problem with that is that it sounded amazing at the time, but he was just relying on samples, whereas Beck's relying on, he's playing it himself. It's more natural samples than opposed to electronic, which that's why it hasn't dated.
And I think the arrangement's so good as well, because it's like you say, it's not just all samples. Even a lot of the samples that they wanted to use, where it had cost the Beastie Boys when they worked with the Dust Brothers like $300,000 in sample royalties.
Yeah.
Beck said, well, I can play that, and apparently he could play pretty much any instrument, organs, harmonica, guitars, so he'd just say, rather than sampling it, he'd just play it himself. And then they don't have to pay as much, they just need to say this is an element of that song, rather than a straight off sample.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And that makes it sound a lot natural, like you say, rather than just relying on everything's computerised samples, like Prodigy was.
Well, I mean, like De La Soul's albums have only just been cleared for vinyl and that, like reissues, because of the amount of samples they had on them. They weren't willing to pay, the label would have had to.
One of the biggest rip-offs over a sample has got to be Bittersweet Symphony by Verve.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rolling Stones got all the royalties to that for about 20 years until they finally said, well, all right, we'll give some to the Verve. Yeah. Which is shocking. Bad, it is. There you go.
Yeah. So the second song on track 2 is Minus. I think it's quite a punky one. I quite like that. It's not like mind blown, but it's just a decent. It carries on the start to side 2.
Yeah.
Then Sissy Neck, which
that's good.
It's the third single, and it got to number 30.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
I wasn't quite sure which one it was, but when we were listening to it, I thought, oh yes, I do know this one. Do you know what I mean? By the name, I wouldn't ever know if anyone said, do you like Sissy Neck?
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember it by name, but I do by ear.
No. Then after that, it's Ready Made, which I can't remember that. It's just as well
jot down a few notes.
Yeah, because normally I'd remember.
Yeah. Oh, this album is a little bit jumbled, isn't it? If you haven't listened to it religiously for the past 20 years, you probably wouldn't remember what song is what.
No.
It's a great album, but if you don't listen to it, like I say, all the time, you kind of forget which one's which.
Yeah, High Five.
Pretty good. That's another acoustic-y one, isn't it?
No, High Five is the...
oh, no.
It's not really rap. I mean, that sounds a bit wank saying that, but I mean, they're just repeating High Five. Rock
right, yes. I was thinking Ramshackle, wasn't I?
Yeah, Ramshackle is the loose blues ballads I'd describe it as. Yeah. And that's nice. It's good. It's understated, and
that's where he came from.
Yeah,
sort of bluegrass folk, and his dad was a well-respected bluegrass musician from the 60s. Can't remember his name now. And his mum used to be part of Andy Warhol's whole gang.
The Factory.
Yes, she used to knock around the Factory, and she was a dancer for the Velvet Underground.
Right.
So that's probably sense. Where a lot of the art house stuff from his videos comes from and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Well,
so he had sort of... Because he grew up in Los Angeles, in California and that.
Right.
But he moved to New York, which his mum did as well when she was younger, because she met Andy Warhol and kind of got into her career, whatever she went on to do. So he tried to do the same, Beck did, with his acoustic guitar. And kind of made a name for himself in the underground sort of circuit there, because he wasn't getting anywhere in LA.
Yeah, he's great. I mean,
yeah, and then he sort of managed to record Loser, come back to LA and managed to get a few gigs, and then it all blew up.
Yeah, some of the stuff he's done's amazing. On like a bit of a side note, he had like a album club, and he had different musicians, and they recorded Velvet Underground album.
There you go,
and they recorded In Excess Kick, and what they do is just do it in a day. They do like the album.
Brilliant.
And if you can go onto YouTube and listen to In Excess Kick, and it's got Sid Vincent on it and a few others. It is fucking brilliant.
Cool.
And I'd love to have a copy. It's not released though. So
did you ever see Beck doing? Was it Sound and Vision he did?
What, live with
all the orchestra,
Yeah.
and he's sort of
It's
he's
like
the,
rounding,
what do you call
isn't
it, the conductor, and he's sort of that's insanely
Yeah,
good.
it's brilliant, isn't it?
What a performance that was. That is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ramshackle, good end to the album.
Yeah.
On the listing, it doesn't say computer rock. I think it might be on the CD, but hopefully it's not on here. I haven't got to the...
Well, there's sort of a hidden noise track.
I think it's
in
a
there.
hidden sort of track.
Well,
so
that one is just an annoying little...
It's not on the vinyl, so that's good.
It's an annoying couple of notes going over and over.
It's about a minute, yeah.
Nothing happens. It's absolutely pointless.
Yeah. So yes, that's the track listing. There's 13 on there.
Yeah, good number.
I think there's in my opinion, there's probably about 5 really strong tracks. And for me, there's probably 3 that I'm not that keen on. None that I dislike, but
there's none that
just
you
goes
hate.
a little bit mad.
I quite like the avant-garde, crazy bits, but there is a limit, isn't there? Where sometimes you think, hang on a minute, this is being a bit too over the top for being over the top's sake, rather than adding to the song or doing anything. Do you know what I mean? So it can happen like that a few times on this album, which is a bit annoying because sometimes it can ruin a song, can't it?
Can do, yeah.
But I don't think there's too much of that to ruin the album. I think it's a great album.
Yeah, well, do you? I've said my favourite song is Where It's At. Have you said yours?
I think it's Devil's Haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're both going for the big hitters.
Well, I also like Hot Wax as well.
Yeah, I do actually.
That's got lots of different bits and it's just great. And I do love that distorted harmonica noise he uses in the chorus.
And
it's good.
On a personal level, it's probably the same with you. That Ramshackle, the acoustic softer one, I could probably do with listening to that quite a bit and seeing if that goes out there, because I haven't given it. I mean, I've had the album for years since it came out, but I haven't really listened to that song much.
Well,
so
that's
probably do with a proper.
Yeah,
listen.
well, that's what happens sometimes, isn't it? You listen to sort of the ones you know, and then you're kind of busy and you go off and do stuff. You don't.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but like I said, his earlier stuff's more like that, I think.
Yeah.
It's more sort of bluesy and that because he didn't have the studio time or the money to use samples, which he loves now. He loves all those break beats and stuff like that. So I think that's more of harking back to his original stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and before he made it, the way he got gigs, because nobody would book him, he would go into a club or whatever, and somebody band would be setting up, and it's and he'd go in with his guitar and say, "Oh, can I play a song? 'Cause I know the manager," and he said I could play a song while you're setting up. So he'd do that, and then the band would come out and go to the manager. "Oh, that kid you put on, he's really good," and they're like, "I thought he was with you." He'd just lie his way in there, so people would get to see him.
Yeah, well,
I mean, worked though, didn't it?
Yeah, if you've got the balls to do it. Why
I
not?
know. Well, that is cheeky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lie to 2 different people, What
are they gonna? They just chuck you out, wouldn't they? If,
At the end of the day, it's free entertainment while a band is tinkering around with a bloody snare or hi-hat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not have somebody up there doing a couple of blues numbers?
Yeah.
And that's how he got his sort of reputation. People are like, who's that kid that keeps jumping up and singing?
Yeah.
They used to call him the farm boy because he looked like ripped jeans, long hair, checkered shirt. So that's how we kind of made it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, brilliant. Should we get on to Beer of the Week?
Let's do it.
Beer of the Week! Right, so, Beer of the Week. This is a really, really clever link, isn't it?
Yeah.
You must have heard some of ours before. They've been a bit wild, but this one's the wildest, I think.
At least it's at an actual link. Well, kind of.
Right, so today we've gone with Beck's.
Yeah.
You'll be nuts if you can guess how we got here.
Yeah.
Well, basically, his name's Beck.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's it.
Beck's, and it wasn't one we wanted to do because Beck's is not the nicest beer. To be fair,
no, it's not.
Even the non-alcoholic one, because Richard's trying not to drink too much, is crap, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it's
it's got a weird sort of metallic taste to it, and it's like real harsh at the back of your throat. It was
is it
really
German or something? I can't remember where it's from.
Yeah, it was. I think so. Yeah, I mean, it was really popular, but it's not that.
It's not very nice.
That's why we've got other drinks with us as well.
Yeah, we've got a couple of others to have. This is a really nice one, by the way. Did you say it's Spanish?
That's Italian. That
Italian. Oh, I thought you said. Oh, but you were drinking it in Spain.
No, I was drinking it in Italy.
I don't know what I'm talking about, do I?
I don't know where you got Spain from.
It's because I went to Spain this year.
Oh,
no,
you had a nice time.
Yeah, it's all right, actually.
Yeah, good. What were you drinking out there? Carlin?
I was drinking Beck's, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, it's Beck's.
Beck's, so yeah.
Because it's a link, but...
And it's not very nice, so there you go.
No, I'm not.
It's not our number one.
Not a huge fan of it, to be honest, but that's that. So,
but we're taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Let's get into the artwork.
Yeah.
Let's put this up here. Ooh. There we go. I think that's a real dog, but one of those weird breeds. Rich thinks it might be like...
some sort of art installation.
Art installation,
it up to
or
look
mop
like,
head or something, I don't know.
Make it look like a hay bale.
But that's what you said, a hay bale jumping over like doing one of those horse jumpy things.
I don't know. We should have maybe looked into it. We'll look into it after.
I reckon that's a proper breed of dog.
Yeah?
It does look like something out of Fraggles or something, doesn't it?
It does.
I don't know.
We'll have to look that up.
Who knows? Anyway, we looked that up. But back cover.
Yeah.
There's an egg.
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty looks like he's gone a bit nuts. Oh no, he's holding a cross and the old rosary beads, but there's a screaming head and there's a whisk. I don't know what's going on, to be fair.
There's probably a lot of symbolism in that, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it's quite an interesting painting.
The dinosaur up there. It is an interesting painting. I don't say who's done it, which is nice.
It's good. I mean, although it's if you compare it to the front, it's completely different in style.
It is. That looks like it should be a Smashing Pumpkins record.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's just good. I like that.
But
yeah,
although they're completely different, it suits the album because that's what the album's like.
Yes.
1 minute you're getting
folk,
something, and then the next minute it's completely different. So
yes,
that normally, if it was a different artist, I'd go that don't go. But I think that is actually quite good.
It is. I like that. Overall, what would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, 7. It's really interesting.
I'm gonna give it a 7 as well.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a thumbs up from us. We really like that one. Thank you for listening, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Album and Beer Club.